Doing? How many guys were here last year when I was in a different uniform? How many guys are new? All right. My name is Graham Sykes. I'm the hitting coach and recruiting coordinator at Michigan State University now. Spent the last 3 years at Notre Dame coaching there. Prior to that, I kind of was all over the place. I spent 1 year at a school in Virginia called James Madison University. Before that, I was in Georgia as a junior college coach. Before that, I was a Major League scout for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Before that, I was at a school in Louisiana called Nicholls State University. Before that, I was a junior college coach in Kansas. Before that, I coached high school baseball in Idaho. Before that, I used to work with this guy. This is my college roommate, Ryan Chatterton. He, in fact, does not coach at Michigan State, but he does have a uniform today. He was a pitcher at Liberty University, where we both went, flamethrower. So he's going to work with the pitchers today, and give you guys some good instruction on pitching. I'll work with the position guys, and we're going to kind of cover everything that has to do with the foundations of the game. Okay, what makes a good player good? Well, he's got to do the little things right. Pick up the ground ball, get a lead, run the bases correctly. Proper swing mechanics, proper throwing routine, and motion. So we'll go over that stuff. But right now, I wanted to take some time to kind of give you guys a chance, if you have questions for me, to answer those, and then I'll give you kind of a recruiting talk. So, with that said, when a coach like me goes out and looks for guys like you, well, first of all, how many of you guys have a dream to play on past high school? Raise your hand. Okay. Any of you guys have a dream to play Division I baseball? Any of you guys have a dream to play professionally? Okay. So most of you guys raise your hand and say, I have a dream to play past high school. Okay, so what's that take? Well, when I go to a game, I'm going to look at a bunch of things. Okay? So one of the first things I'm going to look at is I'm going to get to the game early, and I might dress like a dad, not in any of this stuff, and stand back there by the woods, and I'm going to watch, do you get there on time? What do you look like? Meaning, do you take yourself seriously? Do you come in and is your hat like this, and your pants down here, and, I don't know if that guy takes himself real serious or not, but I'm going to get there early and check you out, see what kind of person you are. We'll see how you treat your coach. Okay? Do you treat your coach with respect? How do you treat your teammates? Do you treat them with respect? Are you a leader or a follower? What kind of language do you use? Then when you get on the field, how much do you enjoy playing baseball? And the reason that's one of our criteria is when you get to college, most guys who get to college experience a lot of failure. And if you don't enjoy baseball, love it, and you experience failure, it's really easy to quit. But if you really love it, it makes it harder to lay down and quit. So we're one of those guys that are never going to quit. That's why how much you enjoy it matters. And how we can tell that is through your actions. Do you run on the field hard? Do you run off the field hard? Are you high-fiving your teammates? Are you, after a good play, are you encouraging a guy? That kind of stuff. So I want to see how much you love the game. Then I'm going to get into the physical stuff. Now, the physical stuff is I'm going to grade you on 5 tools. All right? Speed, hitting ability, hitting power, arm strength, and fielding ability. Okay, those are the 5 tools that everybody here is going to get a grade on. Now, it's different for me now than when I was a professional scout, because I'm going to go watch a high school game, and if a guy plays first base, let's see, name your somebody's favorite first baseman in the big leagues right now. Pujols. Okay, it's kind of a big name, but I, as a scout, have to go watch the first baseman performance high school. You don't have one? You are? What makes you different than Albert Pujols? That's the question I have to answer. Okay? So Albert Pujols is here and you're here. What's different about you, or what's the same? Okay, so that's what I have to grade you on. Albert Pujols, for example, Major League grades the tools on a 20 to 80 scale. Okay, 20 is an F, 80 is an A plus. Okay, 80 is, and each one of those 5 tools gets a grade. 80 would be the best of the major leaguers. So Pujols' power might be a 75, because there's guys that can hit it farther than Pujols. There's not many guys that can hit it as consistently as him, but not as many guys. There's a couple guys that can hit it further. So I'm going to grade your power versus Pujols. Okay, I'm going to grade your arm versus Pujols, your fielding ability, your speed, all that stuff. Okay, and so we're going to put you on paper. Now, let's say Albert Pujols is a 45 runner, which is just below average. Let's say he's a 50 thrower, which is average. Let's say his hitting ability is an 80, his power is a 75, and his fielding is a 75, okay? Well, that's a perennial all-star. Let's say you're a 45 across the board, which is just below Major League average. You're still going to get drafted, okay? Now, the reality is most high school guys go out there and Pujols get here and they're here. That's the reality. Okay, so just because you get drafted or don't get drafted out of high school doesn't mean you're no good. Okay, so that's the stuff we're looking at. Now, the speed. Speed's important. I'm gonna gauge 2 types of speed. There's straight line speed. How many of you guys ever run a 60-yard dash? Okay, fantastic. 60-yard dash is 1 gauge of speed. That's straight line speed, top end speed. Then I'm going to gauge your home to first speed. Okay? That is, I'm going to start the watch when you contact the ball, and I'm going to stop the watch when you foot strike first base. That's huge. Because maybe you're not good at the 60-yard dash, but you can be good at this. Okay? Well, there's a lot of factors that go into how fast you get from home to first. Have you guys heard in your hitting drills or whatever, you got to stay balanced? Okay, if I swing and I finish my swing like this, do you think I'm getting a good head start down to first base? No. Okay? So there's a guy that might run a 60 who's starting like this, really fast, but the hitter who finishes unbalanced that runs slow down to first. I'm not really interested in that guy. Okay? Because I got to retool his whole swing to make him fast. Alright? Average time for a right-handed hitter from home to first for Division I is 4.4 seconds. Okay? Average time for a left-hander for Division I is 4.3 seconds. You take 2/10 off for Major League. So average for a right-hander in the Major Leagues is 4.2. Left-hander is 4.1. Now, I would tell you guys, if you have a stopwatch, and there's no baseball on now, but next time you watch a game, get a stopwatch out and time some of these big leaguers down to first base. If they actually run it hard, you're going to be surprised at how fast they are. How many of you guys know who Brett Gardner is? The guy that plays for the Yankees? I coached him one summer about 6 years ago. And that guy, he's the fastest human being I've ever seen in my life. He hits the ball from ball strike to foot strike. He goes on a swing. He runs from home to first in 3.7 seconds. That would probably equate to about a 4.2, 4.3 40-yard dash. Okay? He runs a 6.3 60. How many of you guys run under a 7? Okay? So we got one guy here under 7, which is, if you run under 7, that's considered above average speed. Okay? So the 60-yard dash, if you are a guy that plays in the middle, short, second, or center, if you want a Division I scholarship, you better run below a 7. If you play right, left or right, first or third, 7.2 and below. 7.3 if you can really mash. Okay, if you catch, as long as you can run it without falling down, you're okay. But you got to really be able to catch. Pitchers, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So those are the speed things we're going to work on. The arm, or that you're going to get graded on. The arm stuff, again, it's a simple grading scale. If you're a pitcher, average Major League fastball is 88 miles an hour. Okay, so that'd be on our 20 to 50 or 20 to 80 scale, 50 is Major League average. So if you throw a ball 88 miles an hour, you get a 50. Okay, if you throw it 87, you get a 45. If you throw it 86, you get a 40.